Glad to be here today. I tell you, these days, you can't take anything for granted. You never know what the next day is going to bring. Like, I'm amazed to see the number of people we're having here. I can't thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all enough for coming. We're trying to get the word out there. We've got room for double this, so I'm not sure this year is the year to have double this in a room, but we're going to try. I wanted to say a few thank yous real quick. So our club, some of y'all are new to this, but over the years we've met at the library is the most recent thing. We were there for a while, and last year we were at Tucker's, which was gracious enough to host us. But this place is phenomenal. I can't say enough how proud I am to be in here, have this in Anderson County, to be able to recognize our coaches and players in a building like this, with a setup like this, with graphics and everything. So I want to recognize a few folks here. Mr. Wilson, if I could have you stand. Dr. Couch, if I could have you stand. And Chef Allen, are you out here? If y'all can give them a round of applause for helping us put this together. This has been a great. I don't know if you've seen our list of speakers this year, but I love it. I think it's one of our best in a long time. We've got Chan Gailey. I don't think many Dallas Cowboy head coaches have come through the Anderson speaker circuit, but we got Chan Gailey. We have got Tony Barnhart, who now is in Mr. College Football. He's coming in. We've got a lot of good speakers.
Our first one, coach from BHP, Coach Russell Blackston.
Well, I tell you what, that picture they posted up there, if you need anything, your scarecrow in your garden, boy, I didn't know it looked that rough. God almighty. And then over here with these coaches, I can go out in the pasture too somewhere. That was a tough picture to see. Hey, but I tell you what, Touchdown Club, thank you so much. Anderson 5, thank you so much for what you do. It really is different without Coach Frazier. We truly miss him. And Coach Smith, you did okay today, okay? You did all right. All right. Just okay, that's right. I got a second. Again, we miss Mr. Brissy. Miss him as well. BHP football, our numbers are down a little bit. We're carrying 87 total players, grades 9 through 12. 87 total players. That consists of 16 seniors, 21 juniors, 18 sophomores, and 34 freshmen. On offense, we have 5 seniors, 5 juniors, and 1 sophomore. On defense, we're 5 seniors, 5 juniors, and 1 sophomore as well. We're still who we are. We want to be a physical football team. We want to block down and kick out. We want to find an angle on offense. We're going to play several running backs. We're going to run our quarterback. We're going to throw the ball a little bit, and it's kind of who we are. Defensively, we'll switch it up from a 3-man front to a 4-man front. We'll apply pressure usually with 1 extra guy, and that's kind of who we are. Anderson County's got some great coaches here, and look forward to we play actually 7 of them, so that's going to be good for everybody to kind of share revenues and all that good stuff. So this year's different, man. You don't know where this COVID's going to go. I really don't. We don't know if we're going to get today. You don't know if you're going to get Monday. You don't know when that truck comes down and say so-and-so. I had a coach pulled off the field on Tuesday. His father tested positive, and he got pulled off the field on Tuesday. And so we had to monitor and adjust. And my heart goes out to Westside High School for what they're going through. And real sorry about that. But it's where we're at. But we're excited about football. I tell our kids every day, one thing I want you to do is be great where your feet's at. Wherever your feet are, we want to be great. So that's what I've been talking to those guys all along. And thank you, Touchdown Club. Miss Nancy, it's great to see you. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you, and go Bears.
Thank you, Coach. Coach Sheldon Evans from Crescent is not with us today because of COVID. So let's go on with Coach Grayson Howell from Pendleton, one of our newer coaches here in the county.
Good afternoon. I also want to echo everything. Appreciate all y'all do for kids and coaches in the county, and excited to be here. Congratulations to all you players that got to play last week and award winners this afternoon. We are extremely young at Pendleton. We've got 17 seniors. We have 7 juniors in our entire program right now. They came in as a group of 10 as 9th graders, and we've had a little bit of attrition, and we've added a couple here and there. But we feel good about our freshman and sophomore classes. We have 50 in those 2 grades combined, and so we feel like that's good for us if we can retain those kids They went on the road last night and had a walk-off win over in Greenville. They were down one score with 40 seconds left and 95 yards from the end zone, and found a way to get down the field and get that win as the buzzer went off. So we were excited about them and what they were able to do last night. We do have some experience in certain places. We have Cameron Jones at quarterback. He's been a starter for the last 2 years. Has been an award winner here multiple times over the last couple of years, so he will be back for us. We have 2 offensive linemen who are returning starters and 1 wide receiver on offense. Defensively, we're in about the same boat. We got about 4 starters back. Last week in our game against Clinton, we started a couple of kids that hadn't played since they played in the rec league. We started a guy who hadn't played. We started a freshman. So it's kind of a mixed bag defensively right now. We're excited. We're just excited, like Russell said, the opportunity to play. We tell our kids every day not to take that for granted, just like Russell said. We're trying to get our kids to do the right thing. We've been very fortunate over the last couple of years not to miss opportunities to play because of anything on our end, and we're hoping that continues. It wears on you. I was telling somebody that yesterday, because you just never know, right? You get a phone call one day and all of a sudden you're not playing, or your opponent calls you and you're not playing and you're having to monitor and adjust all the time. But it's a great game. We love what it teaches our guys. And we're trying to do it the right way over at Pendleton, and we think that's going to pay off for us in the long run. So, again, we appreciate you, appreciate the opportunity to be here, and y'all come to Pendleton tonight. We got a game.
Well, good luck, Coach. All right, next we got Coach Robert Mustar from Powdersville.
Real quick, I know this is probably going to be repetitive. You're probably going to hear every single coach that comes up here talk about how much they appreciate the Touchdown Club, and I mean, you can't say that enough. What a nice venue. Appreciate everything you do to recognize our kids. You guys who were recipients of awards this week, my 2 guys, kid from BHP, kid from HANNA, congratulations. Well deserving. Last week, a little different for us. We never opened up playing a week 0 game, and I'm telling you, it kind of caught me a little off guard. So much so that right before we're getting ready to go out in the field, well, we probably had an hour before, one of my players was like, "Coach, are we putting the decals on our helmets this year?" And I was like, "Of course we are." And I was like, "Crap, coaches, let's go. Let's start putting them on." So that's a note you want to probably do a better job than what I did last week. Try to play it off. We were fortunate enough last week to get a win against Broome. I thought they were a quality opponent. I will tell you this, I don't know who else played last week that had these problems, but the cramps, it was ridiculous. I mean, I was about to lose my mind. First half, it was a tale of 2 halves. First half, we couldn't keep kids on the field. Second half, it was them. And I'll be honest with you, if that wouldn't happen to them, I don't know if we would have gotten out of there with a victory. But last week was a true testament, I thought, of a team victory, because we had guys we considered key guys, couldn't get them to stay on the field, and other kids were coming in like we didn't miss a beat. So I was proud of them. We've got 94 total kids in our football program. That's 9th through 12th grade. That's the most we've ever had, and it seems to be a trend. I'm hearing a lot, middle school's got more and more kids, so that's a good thing. If we had another kid move in right now, we don't have a helmet to give them. If we have another skill position move in right now, we don't have another jersey to give them. We've got about 5 lineman jersey numbers, and that's it that we have. So we're going to have to make some adjustments moving forward. But we play BHP tonight. We know that's always going to be a very physical, athletic team that's coming over to our place, and we welcome the challenge. But, we respect them on and off the field just like everybody else here. Appreciate you coaches, appreciate what you do. Good luck to everybody.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck to y'all. All right, Coach Doug Shaw Jr. from Palmetto.
Touchdown Club is fantastic. I enjoy coming over, being able to bring kids over. Nancy's always, she's in charge anyway, so we make sure that, we want to pat her on the back. But I do miss Coach Frazier. I'm not from Anderson. I'm from Myrtle Beach. Coach Frazier, my dad, coached in the Shrine Bowl in 1974, and he used to tell me every time I was here, "Hey, you remember in 1974?" I said, "Coach, I was 3." Okay, I don't remember that, but he used to tell me that every week, and it was always fun to hear the stories of those guys because that was a pretty good team that they had in 74. So, but again, thank you guys for everything. As far as Palmetto goes, we're extremely young. I got some still with pacifiers. I have a freshman quarterback. He can't even drive a car yet. And he's a fantastic kid. He wants to be really good. And we got his first pass out of the way down at Hart County the other week. He threw it 5 rows high in the bleachers, and we had to get the ball back. So he was nervous, but he's going to be a really good player for us. And he keeps using the excuse, well, Coach, I'm just young, and eventually that's going to have to go away. But he is definitely wet behind the ears, and our starting defensive line is 2 10th graders and a 9th grader. So we're extremely young in a lot of places. Our linebacking core is, I guess, the meat of our defense. They're all seniors, so they're the guys that have been around. The offensive line is 4 juniors that all played JV last year and 1 senior. So we do have a veteran receiving core. We just got to get the 14-year-old to get the ball to him. So if he can do that, our running back is a rising junior, or is a junior, and he started last year as a 10th grader. So we're still really young, but we play some very good quality opponents. Our non-region hopefully is going to set us up for a region, and Coach Muster plays pretty close to the same teams in the non-region, and we're the first region game with each other. So last year was a good game. I'm sure this year will be a good game, but the non-region that we play, Seneca, BHP, Woodmont, Wren, and Pendleton, will prepare us. And if we can get through that healthy, we feel like we have a good shot at doing well when come region time. So, and the whole thing with the COVID is like the other coaches have said, it's a chess match. We're without 4 today. Seneca's without 6. So we're trying to figure out, okay, who are they missing and who are we missing, and where's the matchup, where's the advantage going to be? So, it is what it is, and we preach to our kids every day, just do what you can do to be as safe as you can be to have a regular football season. So, sometimes they don't listen. A lot of times they don't listen. But we keep preaching it, and we want them to play. We want them to play the game they love. And, so far so good. We unfortunately didn't get to play JV last night. Seneca didn't have enough. They lost about 17 or so on the JV just this week. So it's tough, and we don't take it for granted like the other coaches said, and we're looking forward to it. And we head up to Seneca tonight, and we'll see what we can do. They're without their running back. We're without our starting defensive line. So we got to figure something out here. So I'm going back to school, and coaches are already drawing up who's going here, who's going there. So but we look forward to it. And again, thank you guys for everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck to you, too. All right, our next speaker is Coach Jeff Tate from WEEN. Come on up, sir.
First of all, I'd like to echo what all the other coaches have said. Second to none touchdown club in the state of South Carolina. Well run, well represented. I think that the players who get recognized are picked from a group of people that know something about the game of football. And I wish we could get some of our guys to learn a little bit more about it, because one thing that I found out at WEEN, just recently we got to play a team out of Columbia, Dutch Fork. I don't know if y'all are familiar with them, but I found out that our scoreboard works real well on the visitor side. I know it'll go to 70, and I know, well, we found out again last night, the JV game does as well. I heard a lot of comments last week in the stands, and this is my 14th year as the head coach, and I haven't never heard this one. I heard, people, why y'all playing them, Could you not have gotten somebody you could compete with? Why don't you wave the white flag? So I wore my white today, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out early. But in all honesty, we have 6 guys on offense returning from last year and 6 on defense and our 2 kickers. But we're still young in a lot of places. And the places we need to be good at, we're not yet. Now, I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know if it'll be tonight or next week or the week after, but certainly we hope that over the course of time that we can improve and get better, especially on the offensive side, because we have in the past been able to score some points. But right now we're doing a good job of helping other teams score points. So hopefully we can improve on defense as well. But it's a good group of young men, and I'll be honest with you, this is my 42nd year coaching, 42 years. Now some of you's not 42 years old, but this last 2 years have been the most challenging because of COVID and because of each day it seems like the rules change. And it makes it very difficult, not just for families, but for us as coaches to kind of follow along with and keep up with and separate the kids the way we need to, cut our period short in the groups. We mix them and move them from different places so that if we do have someone exposed, which I just got a note a while ago or a text message that we do, that they don't affect as many people. And that's very challenging. And, coaching's hard enough as it is, and, everybody can do it just like preaching. Everybody can coach and everybody can preach until you ask to do it. But to be honest with you, I still look forward to it every day. I certainly hope that, we can improve at WEEN. But my time at WEEN has been a lot of fun, and I hope it'll continue to be fun. But it's not fun until you start winning. And all these coaches will tell you that they love coaching, but they probably love winning much more. And I know that for us, we hope that we can find a way to win over the course of the season. And another thing I want to say is this. I knew Coach Frazier from the time I was in high school, which was back, Doug, I was in high school in '74, okay? And I tell you, not having him here is a hole. It's going to be hard to fill. But I do appreciate what he meant, not just to this touchdown club, what he meant to football in Anderson County. And I appreciate him and his family. And again, I thank y'all for what you do for our kids in Anderson County, because it's second to none. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. All right, from Westside, we got Coach Scott Early.
I love our new venue. Do y'all not? It's awesome. It's great. Thank you, Touchdown Club. Anderson 5 Board, Mr. Wilson's awesome. We work for the best people in the world. Miss Nancy, thank you for all you do. I wish Bill could be here today, and I wish Coach Frazier could be here today, but that's, sort of part of life. And the good thing for y'all today is that I'm supposed to be on a bus on the way to Summerville right now, and my good friend Ray Van Teague was supposed to be speaking for me. So thank God that we didn't get to go, because if Coach Teague would have spoke, y'all would all been late for your games tonight. But I was thinking driving over here, how much the world's changed. This is going into my 8th year. How much the world's changed, how much our country's changed, how much our state's changed, how much high school football's changed. And it's changed so much that I read a lot of books, and John Gordon's my favorite author. And in John Gordon's books, the word positive's used thousands and thousands and thousands of times. Well, now the word positive is a negative. And the word negative is a positive. He is positive, she is positive, so-and-so tested positive. I had kids running in the locker room this morning holding up pieces of paper saying, Coach, I'm negative, I'm negative, I'm negative. It's changed so much that we were at BHP Friday night, and I heard people yelling at me, why are we running the ball so much? I've never heard that in my career. So I think what I want to do in my brief time up here is just try to focus on the positive, try to flip it back to positive. In year 8, we have a better culture, a better chemistry. We make better grades. We make better decisions. When we win, we don't jump up on the bench and beat our chest and act like we've never been there before. And when we lose, we don't drop our head and act like it's the end of the world. And that's been a process at Westside, and that's something that we're very proud of. And over the last 7 years, there's been 40 student athletes that go to Westside, play in our football program, that have had the opportunity to play college football. So, you know, I guess my challenge to you is in the midst of all this uncertain times and crazy world and the fact that nobody agrees with anybody on just about anything, that if we could all just take a moment and just be positive. And that's what we're trying to do. And yeah, I wish, you know, we had Mr. Wilson, we had charter buses, we had Lake Murray picnic, we had Charleston tour, we had Cracker Barrel pregame. We was going to the most historic field, in my opinion, in the state of South Carolina, where I had the opportunity one night to coach against John McKissick. And yes, it's disappointing. Yes, it's disheartening, but it's a moving target right now. And the only thing we know to do at Westside is just try to be positive and hope we get a bunch of negatives. So as far as football, because y'all know I don't talk much about football, it's just a vehicle we use to make the world a better place. We're a young football team, really, really young. We only put 5 seniors on the field. So the future's bright, and this year alone, if we ever get back to full strength and get our people back, we're going to be a very, very, very good 4A football team, and we appreciate all the Touchdown Club does for us and all the things that we're blessed with that we take for granted. And I would just hope that we could just find a way to just be positive. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. All right, to wrap it up now, we've got Coach Jason Tone from TL HANNA.
Thank y'all for having us here. You know, again, like everybody said, this Touchdown Club, you know, I've been in Anderson County 5 years, been able to be a part, 3 years as the head coach here at HANNA, but it's awesome what you guys do and put on for us and for these kids. Mr. Wilson, this is a great place. It's been awesome for our kids, and I know a lot of our football players come over here for half a day and take classes and things like that. It's just been a blessing. I just want to talk real briefly about our team. I know I'm the last one to go, and people got places to go. We had a really, really good short summer. There was 12 workouts. We were able to go to 2 different camps. And we're able to actually host a camp and then go to one that we had a good time. This was probably the shortest summer I've ever been a part of. And then, you know, as far as our team goes, we field an experienced team. Everybody's got a young team. We've got a old team. We've got 8 starters back on defense and 7 starters back on offense. We have, I can't tell you the total number. I'm from South Georgia, so I wrote it down by class. I got 40 seniors, 25 juniors, 43 sophomores, and 58 freshmen on our team. So we've got a little over 160 guys on the team. Our 9th grade is a good group, you know, from both middle schools that combine. And our middle school, our freshman staff does a great job with those guys. And then our JV is all sophomores, and then our varsity is juniors and seniors. You know, if you're around our program, we preach 3 things as far as core values we talk to our kids about all the time. In fact, Walt could probably tell you what they are if I brought them up here, but he probably doesn't like talking in front of people. But the first thing is great effort, the second thing is we over me, and the last thing is 1% warrior. Those are 3 things we talk about, because to me it's not just about football. It's great for football, but I think it makes you a better husband, a better father if we can live by those things. I think it benefits everybody, and like Coach Early said, the way the world is today, we all need a lot more positivity in it. Talking about our schedule, our non-region, I think we've got a pretty good non-region schedule. We played Lawrence last week. We were very fortunate to get out with a win. We did not necessarily deserve that win, I don't think, but we were fortunate enough to find a way at the end to win and hold on. We got Wren tonight. We got BHP, Easley, Westside, and Burns. Those are our non-region games. Our region games are Woodmont, J.L. Man, Malden, and Hillcrest. So we got a pretty tough schedule. We're excited about it. You know, our team, again, our 2 deep on defense is all seniors. Our 2 deep on offense is all seniors and one junior. So we're very senior heavy. We will be looking to gain some experience after this year, but we're really excited about what we have here and the opportunity that we have this season. If we get to finish the season, I told our kids today, you know, you got to you got to enjoy it, because you never know. Just like that, you could be told you're not going to get to play tonight. So it's always a blessing. Talking about Coach Frazier before I finish, he would come every Wednesday to practice, and I'd always drive the little golf cart around there and talk to him, and it's been different, the last 3 weeks not having him there, and definitely miss him. He was reminding me of my grandfather, and I lost my grandfather 2 years ago, and then we lost Coach Frazier last year, and he's definitely missed. Thank you all for being here, and thanks for hosting us, and go Jackets.